Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. I don't necessarily like doing this type of list, but I think it's important that we share with each other about this every once in a while. I try to make it like a once in a year type of thing, or once in a few months. Anyways, today we'll be talking about 5 basketball shoes to not buy. Yeah, I do have a new no-go list. Quick clarification, I am by no means calling all of them bad shoes. I'm a firm believer in that every sneaker has its own group of consumers that it caters to. It's just that these 5, based on my personal experience, also from the perspective of the majority of players, I think we have better options. So it's important that we go over why you shouldn't get them, which types of players should avoid them. Before we get into that, let's bring something positive onto the table. Today's video is brought to you by Kinetic Kings, the brand that makes the best shorts in the game. I'm talking about a unique pair of shorts that you can wear both on and off the court. Ever since I got their active shorts, I've been hooping in them non-stop. The black cherry blossom one is probably my favorite piece recently. It's got the pink floral print on it, but also not too loud. They also have a bunch of dope designs available on the site, and I'll leave you the link in the description box. A pretty big selection if you prefer to have an above-the-knee, true-to-size fit. Their fundamental shorts are more lightweight, great for casual wear too. Quality is on point. Some of these designs turn out to be incredible in person. I get asked a lot about where to get the shorts all the time. Again, link to shop is in the description. You can use my code on the screen below to receive a discount. And thank you Kinetic Kings for sponsoring this video. Okay, the first shoe to not buy, how about we go to a brand that's been doing really well. Li-Ning made a shoe that I just couldn't wear, and that is the Sonic 12. I'll make it quick because chances are you might not have been looking at it to begin with. But hey, the previous version, Sonic 11, I thought it was one of the most underrated, great performers from Chinese brands. Super smooth transition with that crazy curve shape. Excellent traction, core feel and everything. Ventilation is another highlight, and they hold up well for outdoors. But a very big but here, they decided to exaggerate everything. The outsole curvature on the Sonic 12 is just way too much. It almost forces you to stay on your toes. I mean, most of us, we stay on our toes most of the times on the court, but give me a break, you know? I don't want to be in that type of rocking motion every second out there. The result is soreness, a lot of soreness. Wouldn't recommend it, especially if you got bad knees. There's no support features to help with it. Material-wise, it's my Jordan 37 nightmare all over again. It is hella breathable, yes, but it's not comfortable. A lot of pinching around the corner of my forefoot, inner side of the midfoot, and I was basically never able to break it in. However, I tried it. Maybe it's too good of a shoe for a slower player like I am. This one was too much. Li-Ning has so many better options at different price points. I know the V2 has released, so maybe we'll give that a try. The second shoe that I want to remind you about, we talked about this not too long ago, the Adidas AE 1 Low. Very polarizing shoe to say the least. I remember seeing a lot of comments from those who had a similar experience like I did with the fit. The dilemma of having to size down to avoid heel slippage, but elsewhere being too snug. I've also seen people saying that they weren't true to size and it was a perfect fit that's secure enough. For me, and a couple of guys I know, going down a half size didn't even solve the lockdown problem. The ankle area felt so loose to a point where it was unusable. They're still super heavy, no weight reduction. Cushion is a slight downgrade, but you do get better core feel. Traction and material on this gray pair somehow lost that consistency on the mid-top too. Let's put it this way, if you want to get the AE1 Low, please make sure to go try one out in person if you can, to see for yourself. At least you don't have to go through the hassle of getting a shoe that feels too loose to hoop in. At $110, well, we gotta give them credit for the fair pricing, but I can name so many shoes that are more functional. From Adidas itself, the Down Issue 6 at 120 bucks is a far more superior option for guards. Regular AE1, some of their budget shoes, New Balance Hezi Low V2 at the same price beats these in every single category. So that's my take on the lows. I do like how they look. I wish we didn't have this problem here because the regular AE1 was totally fine. Next up, I hate to bring you another Adidas shoe, Adizero Select 2.0. Similar problem. True to size, I had to double sock to be able to even play in these. So if you run into a good colorway that's on sale, go ask for your half size down in store. Traction was meh. On a very dusty court, I was sliding around quite a bit. and they do pick up a lot of dust. Impact protection really sucks, to be honest. Hooping in these, I really felt like I was landing on a flat piece of cardboard. Otherwise, the step-in comfort and everything was decent. But again, you get the signature Adidas heel slippage along with mediocre traction and cushion. Hot take while we're here, I know a lot of people are praising Adidas for their recent releases. Adidas basketball is back. Yeah, back to their early 2000s Kobe era. Design-wise, they're absolutely fantastic. Very bold and innovative. The Hardens, AE1, Down Issue, and upcoming Dames. Performance-wise, when I think of Adidas, I still think of two things. Heavy heel slippage. But there are much better ones from the brand, and I'll put up the videos on those soon. Now here's one from Nike or Jordan brand. I think Jordan brand is in a weird situation or juncture of time right now. One Take 5 was a disappointing one. Luka 3 and Tatum 2 I actually liked. Jordan 39 I did not put them on here. I think considering the overall performance, it's still an excellent shoe. I just want to remind you again about the Zions because they made plenty of beautiful colorways on it. This one you might have seen me explaining about why I thought it was the worst shoe of the year last time. So just adding that, be aware of the Zion 3 SE as well. I tried on a pair, same thing. Narrow, clunky, stiff, pinching, plus inconsistent traction. The only great thing about it to me is that drop-in midsole itself. Here I also want to mention the GT Hustle 3, but I think a lot of you are already worried enough about the lateral stability and risk of rolling your ankle. They could have named it the GT Jump 3 really. Given how stacked up it is, it's super bouncy actually. I think that is a legitimate concern. But again, it all comes down to your playing style. I don't slide cancel like that while I actually play. So I'll let you know later if I do get injured. Hopefully not. I never do. Availability is the best ability. Yeah, ever since I got mine while I was in China, I haven't even got a chance to wear them again here. Last one up, if I'm forcing myself to pick a bad one out of the most consistent brand right now, Way of Wade, their worst product at this moment might be the Shadow 5. I'll summarize the issue as a break-in problem. The upper is pretty hard and stiff. Cushion and traction also need some adjustment period to break in fully. But then once you stop wearing them for a while, that's a completely new break-in journey needed for the next time. Like I wore mine again recently. It felt like I never put any mileage on it before. I'm at an age where I do need a good warm-up before I play nowadays. I don't have another 20 minutes to warm up my shoes too. Gym will be closed by then. There is also a noticeable problem of the boom insole sticking to your socks and causing your feet to move around uncomfortably inside. On the bright side, the Shadow 5 has excellent upper stability and also durability for outdoor use. At the end of the day, I do have an opinion on everything, even if they're all solid options. There has to be one that fits you better than their other ones. Shadow 5, I think is really overshadowed by their other shoes. At the same price, you can go for the Shadow 5 V2, which is a lot more breathable and easier to use. Much lighter too, but they still have the insole problem. They also have the Fission 9, which is at least 5 times more comfortable on feet. Great for white feet and outdoors too. A lot of their Outsole 12s are on sale as we speak. So those are the 5 that I think you should avoid buying for specific reasons. Sonic 12, the material made no sense. A lot of pinching and they just exaggerated everything. Zion 3 or Zion 3 SE, comfort, stiffness, width, traction, you name it. AE1 low, the impossible fit. Adizero Select 2.0, in addition to heel slippage, it also comes with bad impact protection and poor traction on dust. Shadow 5 is Way of Wade's worst product currently, if I have to pick one. And GT Hustle 3 from Nike, I know a lot of you are already very concerned about rolling your ankle in those. But as always, I'd love to know your take on any of these that I mentioned today. Did you have a similar or different experience? What were some of the worst shoes that you played in recently? Please feel free to share with us down in the comments so we can all be aware. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one.